Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Lies and Logic, and I'm Matt Garrett. I heard about this story quite a few years ago when I was researching the effects of fasting on the human body. I wanted to understand how bears could fast all winter. I wondered, since bears and humans are both omnivorous, perhaps humans could fast longer than we may think. That's when I discovered Angus Barbieri. Angus was born in Tayport, Scotland in 1938 to Italian parents. His parents owned and operated a fish and chips shop, which Angus worked at, which obviously contributed to his addiction to food. Life was normal for Angus, but as a teenager, he no doubt experienced a lack of confidence as the weight continued to pile on. Everyday activities started to get increasingly more difficult, especially as he reached his peak weight of an estimated 456 pounds. Angus, like most Scots, was a football fan, or soccer as it's referred to in the West. He decided to attend the 1960-61 British Home Championship at Wembley Stadium in London. He arrived to the stadium via bus, where he required help being pushed through the bus doors. He received a lot of unwanted attention as he also didn't fit through the turnstile at the stadium. He ended up being escorted through the gates by police. Completely embarrassed, Angus became quite reclusive. In 1965, at 27 years old, Angus decided he didn't want to miss out on life anymore. He wanted to get married and have kids. So he decided to check into the Merrifield Hospital in Dundee, Scotland. The hospital had conducted prolonged fasts for the sake of study on quite a few patients at the time. Hopeful, Angus went in with the idea he would try a short fast, as doctors believed short fasts were more beneficial. Angus had no problem with the first few weeks and wanted to keep pushing. After the first 30 days, against the recommendations and warnings of doctors, Angus wanted to keep pushing even further. As he insisted, he felt great. The doctors, interested in the data, decided to help and guide him further. The doctors prescribed him with daily vitamins, electrolytes, and amino acids, all with zero caloric value. Angus knew working for his parents would make it too difficult to maintain his fast, so he removed himself from the problem and quit working at the fish and chip shop. He still drank coffee, tea, and sparkling water, which again have zero caloric value. Weeks turned into months, and months turned into over a year, with a grand total of 382 days on June 30th, 1966, which was recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the longest recorded fast, which is still held today. However, to avoid what are seen as more potentially dangerous attempts to break the record, the Guinness Book no longer recognizes fasts, nor do they encourage people to try. Angus's first meal after the 382 days was one boiled egg and a piece of buttered toast. He claimed prior to his meal he had legitimately forgotten what food tastes like. He said the food went down okay and that he felt full after, but he thoroughly enjoyed it. Doctors concluded that in Angus's case, he had no ill effects from the prolonged fast. They found this quite concerning, as they were worried others may attempt to lose weight in a similar fashion. There had been patients around that time who had suffered heart attacks while attempting long fasts, but there's no conclusive data to suggest they weren't caused by pre-existing conditions due to morbid obesity. Angus lived the remainder of his life at a healthy weight of around 196 pounds until his death in 1990. He married and had 2 boys. As I've stated in the past, I am an advocate for fasting, as I only eat 1 meal a day typically, and have been for about 6 years. But let me be clear, I am not a medical health professional, which needs to be clarified to ensure YouTube doesn't hit me with some type of warning. You can find the full study online with all medical details over the course of Angus's fast. That's it for me. Please hit like and subscribe. This is Lies and Logic. My name's Matt Garrett. See you soon.